Master Lupin presents a Soul Calibur event. Newsflash. Now this has been going on for a couple of days, and I just now decided that maybe I should relay this to my subscribers who may not be following Soul Calibur. Right now, due to Namco Bandai detecting that they have had 1.5 million downloads, if you've been logging in every day, on the 7th day since this event started, which was on November 4th, you will receive Sophatia's Soul Calibur. Now, this is the weapon that you see in the very brief intro of the game. It is the first double plus S-class weapon, and quite spectacular, really. Along with this 1.5 million download campaign is a Facebook, Twitter campaign in which up to 200 players, I assume 200 for Twitter and 200 for Facebook, hopefully not just 100 for each, will receive a policewoman gear. Complete with a billy club weapon, which means probably that it's a Sophatia outfit, skirt and cap, and what you do is you either post the hashtag SCLS150 tag at either a Twitter or a Facebook page, or you take a screenshot and do the exact same thing. The guidelines are in there, and to access the menu, simply hit square so that you can see the page that I'm looking at right now. Along with this, we have a new Heroes Quest, non-character unlock. We're only talking about special equipment for the 3 starting characters, Sophatia, Mitsurugi, and Siegfried. Now, what's the big deal this time is that they recognized that the original default character equipments that they released were crap, bluntly, and are now releasing true S-class equipments. For example, I've only received 1 piece of Sophatia equipment, and it, instead of starting with 10 hit points, started with 50. So quite worthy. Unfortunately, these quests will take up a lot of AP potions to complete, and the frequency of finding a character is frustrating. Compounded by that, Namco's bizarrely bad decision to make the chances of, after you combat a character, Siegfried, Mitsurugi, or Sophatia, that they actually have the equipment that you want, slim, very slim. Okay, from certain dates along with this, we have Drake quests, usually an hour before, and on some days it will be the Copper Drakes, and on some days it will be the Silver Drakes. The Copper Drakes release a special variety of stones that you cannot normally get in game, endowing your weapons, armor, and defenses with different powers and abilities that are just awesome for the Soul Scramble events. The Silver Drakes, on the other hand, are gold quests. You defeat them and you receive buku money by acquiring diamond stones. A King Drake on a Silver Drake quest can put you into quite a bit of money by selling his stone, and that's all you ever want to do with a King Drake stone. Never craft it. King Drake stones have very little crafting value, but a huge amount of gold that you can acquire. The Copper King Drake has the rarest of the stones in the game, outside of maybe the Scramble Events purple vampire stone, as I call it. The charming amethyst, which allows your combos to gain you health. Okay, so that's one other reason to join the Scramble Events, is to just get that purple stone and add it to a finished weapon. I've been holding on to every purple stone I have for every special weapon I get, either from a store-bought premium chest or for something like Sophatia's upcoming Soul Calibur weapon. So that's what you want to know. It's going on right now. If you haven't been logging in every day, you've missed your chance to get the Sophatia weapon, I guess. However, there's still the King Drakes and the Heroes quests for the better chance to get Ps3, Siegfried, and Sophatia armors. And for God's sakes, keep playing and subscribe to my channel for more information. I wish I could have been more timely on this, but I noticed that Hyper Sakura hadn't released this news quite yet. And so I thought maybe it was my duty to do so. And so I decided to do a tutorial on the Drake quests. And right now we're fighting a Bronze Drake. And what you want to do in selecting the menu, if you haven't figured this out yet, is to hit the square button after all your allies have loaded up. Go to Player Rank and select whoever is using a light and dark weapon. This will get you a better result against the Drake in case you have to do the emergency ally tag team call-in. A lot of you are experiencing the error 2005. The error 2005 has two causes primarily. One, the network on the game is incredibly busy. You'll find this at the very last half hour of the Soul Edge Scramble events, when they're very popular. And the other problem is your router and your Wi-Fi internet signal. I don't care if you're connected to a computer, if your internet isn't configured correctly, or it's just not a very strong signal, you're going to get error 2005. If you're going wireless, as I do, my suggestion is to go to a third-party Wi-Fi broadcaster and receiver. Third-party Wi-Fi receiver, especially ones that are designed for consoles. They do sell them. And replace the one that Sony uses, and that is the best way you can solve that little problem. And so here we have my Amy at level 41 and a character player named Knifefly rank 91, and my Amy is leveled up higher than hers, but her rank is higher than mine, so it's kind of a nice balance of power there. Okay, so I've selected very hard because that's the only way you're going to find the King Drake. King Drake on bronze can have 2 soul bursts required or 3 soul bursts required, and he is the strongest of the King Drakes. My Amy's attacks are not to be trifled with. Her wolf legs. Okay, now for this guy, wait for him to whip you. And if he doesn't keep doing it, move in for the attack. He will sometimes whip twice, and sometimes he will whip 3 times, 4 times. You just have to wait for his whips to stop. Amy's S-Class weapon is a double water, which is typically one of the weakest elements you can get, but she has a Vampire Stone that gives her health every time she gets into a combo, and it does about 500 damage, so for a water weapon it's very strong. Or you could even do a soul burst on him. I got him dead. So that's how to do those. Never try to get in and attack while he's still in the whip until he's stopped and stood still, waiting with a guard pose. You will never beat his whips. I mean, I guess it can be done, but it's very seldomly on the characters I use I could ever beat his whip attack. You wait until he stops after failing to connect his damage a couple times. That is a very strong character, and that Sulfatia whip on the Bronze Drake Large will take down your health very fast, even if you have a lot of fully leveled up event on them. Okay, so Barrier Horizontal Attack Boosting Quartz is good for weapons. It does what it says. Horizontal attack stroke is boosted. Opening defense, that could be anything, could counter damage to, whatever. Barrier Destroying are really good weapons. This means that when they're in their burst mode, that you're doing extra damage because they're in their burst mode. A very good weapon. Horizontal attacking again, and opening turquoise. So anyways, that's a Copper Drake event. I haven't shown you any Drake events since the earliest days of this game, probably back in February, I think. Stay tuned for more videos, and thank you for watching.